Blog Talk Radio.
Are you tired of the same old radio?
Sure am.
Need an outlet to show who you are?
Oh, yeah.
You want to hear great TV reviews and original shows?
Sounds good.
Or just new ways to keep up on the Jags?
Let's go, Jags. Woo, woo, woo.
Join us on Teal Time Radio.
The station that matters. 'Cause you matter.
Welcome to Teal Time Radio. I am your host, CT Jags.
And this is Miss Chrissy.
And today, welcome to our happy hour edition. We're just going to wing it today. We normally have something to talk about and whatnot, but right now, we're going to wing it.
Well, this is just our fun show anyways. You know, everybody, we come on just to have fun anyways, so, you know.
Exactly. That's what it's about. Sometimes it's just about having a good time and whatnot, and not being interrupted by phone call.
Sorry, he had a phone call. You know how these cell phones are. Somebody's always got to be calling you for something. What are we going to do with these darn cell phones, you know? Drive us crazy. I don't know what goes on. I think cell phones are just a reason for people to track you down when they can't find you at home. They got to track you down somewhere else.
Yeah,
it's a pain in the neck at times, but at times they come in handy.
Don't you hate them phone calls when you're in the middle of a show?
Oh, yes, that I do. I don't hate cell phones out, but they are a pain in the neck sometimes because you'll be busy with something and, you know, then the cell phone will decide to ring.
And it rings at the most opportune times because everybody knows that we're over here on Blog Talk Radio except for everybody else because I forgot to tell everybody.
Can you believe that, folks? What are we going to do with him? I don't know about this guy.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's okay. He's having an off day tonight. That's all right. We all have off nights.
Just tired. I mean, I'm sure I'm like many people out there that, you know, works, you know, an 8-hour job and then, you know, does what they want and works, you know, another job and whatnot.
They either work a second job or they do a job like we do, which is our fun job. That's what we call this. This is our fun job because we enjoy doing it.
No, this will be our full-time job at some point.
Yeah, well, it's our fun job because we enjoy it, though.
Yeah, we definitely do enjoy it.
Even when it's our full-time job, it'll still be our fun job.
Exactly. It's, you know, a release, a way to get away from life and just, you know, thank so many people and reach out to so many people and touch so many people.
Exactly.
But this is his happy hour. Give me one moment.
Oh, he's got to have his beer, you know. Guys got to have their beer. What are you going to do?
All right, I'm going to go get happy.
Oh, here he comes with his happy juice. That's what I call it.
Waive.
Or known as happy juice.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, we have somewhat of a show planned tonight.
Well, you know what? I'll stick to my coffee, thank you.
And we do have some people that are supposed to show up if they ever show up.
They'll be on shortly, I'm sure.
Paige and Poppy Red Hunter.
Come in, Poppy Red Hunter. Where are you?
He's somewhere. Who knows?
He's off on another planet somewhere or something. Nah, Poppy Red Hunter's a good guy.
Exactly. And, you know, life in general sometimes throws you curveballs. You just got to deal with things and, you know, just...
go with the flow, basically, you know?
Exactly. Like, for instance, the times when we're supposed to be on the air and we're supposed to be able to see who's on the air, and I deleted the bot.
Oh, what a goofball. What are we going to do with this guy? I'm telling you. I don't know about him.
Yeah, so.
I don't know, folks. I don't know what I'm going to do with this guy. Deleting everything and, you know, only going to have part of the show put on Blog Talk. What in the world?
Oh, here we go. All right, I can see what's going on again. That's always good.
Yeah, I think we need that, you know? It might be kind of important.
Yeah, tonight's show is the show that means absolutely nothing to some people and absolutely everything to everybody else.
Yep.
And this is definitely not censored.
No.
And I wouldn't recommend this. Little kids is listening to this.
I wouldn't either.
So if you're on there, go to bed.
All children should be in bed. It is 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if you're home on summer vacation, you need to go in another room then, at least, because this is not a show for kids of any age, unless you're, 18 years old or, you're an older teenager.
All right, so I'll get in a little conversation here on Happy Hour.
Okay.
I'll talk about what is up with people and automatically think that just because you work in a job, you take calls all day and whatnot, that you can automatically, help somebody out, and that you can automatically, answer every, question they have, and every problem they have, you're supposed to, give them credit for this, give them credit for that, give them credit for that. It's ridiculous, especially when it's out of your hands and you can't do none of it.
Exactly. You're doing the best you can. I mean, what do you expect,
I had this lady today, and she calls up, right, and her package has already been sent out.
Okay.
Right? There's no way I could go to the postman and be like, excuse me, can you reroute this package so she could get it on Saturday?
You get it when you get it. I'm sorry.
And she was, all upset. And I understand she was all upset. She was lied to and everything. But she automatically, assumes that I'm going to get in my car, go grab the package, and fly over to her house.
I don't know what's up with these people.
Oh, wait a second. We have somebody.
I'm sorry. We have a caller. Hello, caller.
I ain't a caller. Hey, what's going on? Who's this?
I think this would be Mandy. Who's this?
This is Teal Time Radio. How you doing tonight?
Hey, Mandy.
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're good.
I'm drinking a beer.
And I'm drinking my coffee.
See, coffee is, it's borderline. For women, it's coffee. For men, it's beer. So they need a coffee beer. Have some Kahlua, everybody.
There you go. I like that.
You got a little mix here, a little mix there.
Oh, yeah, you got to have some.
You got to throw it in.
Get me anyway.
Okay, so I just spoke to Manuel. Is that how you pronounce it? I want to say the ill really loud.
I'm not sure. I'm not really.
Because he capitalizes the ill part or the last two L's, so I want to be like Manuel. I just talked to him. I just talked to him real quickly. And he is going to be, I guess you guys are going to be calling him, or he's going to be calling you tomorrow night instead of over the weekend. So you guys get to drink and have coffee all weekend.
Oh, wonderful.
Cool.
So he just confirmed with me that he will be on tomorrow night. So that's going to be something great and exciting, good way to end the week for people who love music, especially since he has his Manny Mondays where he lets people get music off of his site for free, which is great exposure, and it's fun because who doesn't like free shit? Like, come on now.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to try to see if I can get him to spit a little for us. I don't know if he will or not, but I'm going to try.
Well, I listen to his music. I listen to his music and a few of the artists that we're going to have, like rap artists we're going to have on. And I don't listen to rap music that often. I mean, I have nothing against it. It's just not my forte. But when I heard their music, quite a few, the ones we have lined up, I'm telling you, the music was good. These guys are good. We have a lot of fantastic artists, and I can't wait. I'm excited.
Yeah, exactly. Manuel is, he's been on, Hot 93.7, as one of the artists over at Toad's Place that actually got to open up for some really good hip-hop stars and whatnot.
Did he? That's cool.
I didn't know if everyone knew that, but I've done a little of my homework as well. So
that's great. I mean, I think that's really, really exciting.
Well, he spent a lot of time not in the right direction doing what he was supposed to do. And from that time, he grew as a person, he grew as an artist, and he was able to put his heart and soul into the stuff that really matters. That's why I think what he does has such an impact, because it's not just somebody putting out music for the sake of putting out music. It's somebody putting out music for the sake of a passion. And I think that if you have a passion, that drives you farther than anything else.
Exactly. I mean, you have to put the love into the music, you know? If you don't put the love into the music, then you know what? It's just not going to work out as well.
And if you have no idea what you love
over there?
I know. I don't know why I got a fog in my throat.
If you don't know what he looks like, I can give you guys like a brief visual for everybody who has not seen him. He looks kind of like he could be Pitbull's brother.
Okay, I'll agree with that. If you look at some of his pictures, though, that I was seeing, because I watched the Fast and the Furious, he kind of looked like a young, Vin Diesel. I'm talking about in his pics. I'm not talking about live, but as far as his pictures.
He has this, there's some pictures of him where it looks like he's going to, like, shoot you. And then there's other pictures of him where he looks like he just wants to give you a hug, but doesn't really know how to hug it out. So it's kind of funny to look at them because all of them are so different. Each picture is so different, and I think that's expressive of his personality, that he's got more of an eclectic personality, more well-rounded in that sense. So every different picture it's interesting. So you're definitely everybody has to go look him up online if you haven't already. The link to where he is actually on the website. Isn't that amazing?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
And I'm telling you, everybody, you need to really listen to his music. He's a really good artist. I mean, all our artists that we're going to have on here are good artists. I heard his music, and I was really, really impressed.
I was impressed because he can take somebody else's music and, fluidly, put his own words to it. That's old hip-hop. What they used to do back in the day is they, for respect purposes, would play somebody else's song and they put their own lyrics to it.
Yes.
And when they did it, it was like kind of like a tribute, and it was like, okay, I'm at the same time, it was like, I'm just as good as you are. I'm just not there.
But I'm giving you the respect.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of like the whole Vanilla Ice Queen Under Pressure situation. Was that like him paying respect to them, but really not, because he was trying to say that it was like a totally different song, but it was the exact same song?
Yeah, exactly. Well, hip-hop is one of them cultures that you can take the same song and you can turn it inside out and twist it so many different ways. It can be like twisted 100 different ways.
Exactly.
To mean 100 different things.
Depending on the artist and how he wants it to come out and what he wants it to mean. To him, at least, or to his audience. The
best way I could put it is, even though this isn't hip-hop per se, this isn't rap, it's a different genre. When Marilyn Manson did the Sweet Dreams, if you listen to the original song, it was, all of the, a happy song. And then you heard Marilyn Manson do it, and you're like, wow.
It scared the crap out of you. You went from the eurythmics scaring the crap out of you to a different level of being scared.
Exactly. And, that's what I've always loved about hip-hop. It's very free-form music and whatnot, and it's very expressive.
Mm-hmm.
But the good ones today just aren't, just don't hear on the radio all the time. I mean, that's just the reality of it.
Unfortunately, yeah, that is the reality.
There's a lot of politics that get involved with it.
Exactly.
That's the way with all music, I think. I think there are some people who really just are naturally talented and they don't get to have the exposure that they deserve because they're not mainstream enough or they don't look a certain way, and I really don't think that should matter. I think talent should override everything, but unfortunately we live in a visually based world where as long as you look good, you can sound good too.
Yeah, exactly. You could actually just be lip syncing and it doesn't matter because people will all love you.
Exactly. I mean, remember years ago there was a group that got caught lip syncing.
Milli Vanilli. Yeah, girl, you know it's true, because the record started skipping. Yes, that was great, and it happened on stage. Like, if it hadn't happened on stage, I don't think it would have been as awesome. But because it happened on stage when they were trying to be all cool and like, look at us, we're smooth and stuff, and it wasn't even them singing, which is even better. Like, that just added to the story. Not only were they lip syncing, they were lip syncing to somebody else's voice.
You know, it kind of reminds me of, you know, what you see isn't necessarily what it is. Everybody's child, you know, all the kids' favorite star, Barney, at one time. And I know you all are like, where are you going with this? But you always see him on TV, or had the unfortunateness of seeing him on TV. And, you know, he's always like, I love you, you love me type thing. But one time, what Barney has, he's got a suit, and inside of it, he actually has little fans. They're like air conditioners. Well, one time that caught on fire. He was doing a live taping, and I seen this. It wasn't on YouTube, but it was like on one of them type things. It didn't last long because, of course, they took it off and whatnot. But Barney's like saying, I love you, you love me, and then all of a sudden he's going, motherfucker.
Oh, no.
With the kids right there.
Inflamed. It was an epic Michael Jackson Pepsi moment, but without the but it was like actually epic. It wasn't like sad, but it was like epic. Well, like,
hey, to me,
Spears.
that is epic.
Look at Britney Spears, though. Like, she does not sing live, and it's been noted so many times that she doesn't sing live, and that's great. Like, if you can't sing live and you have an auto-tuner for your voice, just stand up and say, hi, I'm Britney Spears. I can't sing live, but I can put on a hell of a show, so just sit down and enjoy.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly. We'll have some adult karaoke going on here.
Exactly. I mean, just be honest with me. Be straight with me. You know, like I wanted George Michael to be a long time ago, and he wasn't. But like, just be straight and honest with me, and just be like, listen, you know, I don't sing well because I don't sing well, and it's okay. Like, we can have a little pity party, and then we could have a real party, because she is a good entertainer, I guess, if, like, you like people who don't wear clothes and roll around on the ground with snakes. I don't get it all, but
I don't understand that either.
It's what sells. They've always said sex, drugs, and rock and roll or any kind of form of music sell.
Yep.
Well, I don't know.
Except for the underground, which are trying to sell their CDs to get some gas money.
Well, you know, it's funny because, like, back in the day when Elvis first came out, they thought he was the devil's music. His music and all that, because the way he shaked his hips and the way he was dancing. They didn't like it, so they all said he was the devil. He was the devil. I mean, you know, I don't understand all that.
Well, they media will twist things to whatever they want people to.
Well, it wasn't just them; it was the parents too.
Yeah, but who makes the, you know, media and everything? You know,
oh yeah,
the adults.
Of course. Well, back in those days, they didn't like that kind of music.
Yeah, and back in the 90s, they had a big documentary on hip hop, and said because of guys like Snoop Doggy Dogg and whatnot, or whatever he's called nowadays.
Snoop Lion. It's Snoop Lion. Don't just get that straight. Snoop Lion.
That is so stupid. I'm sorry.
Well, the king of the jungle, I guess.
Yes.
So he'd be the king of the ghetto, like.
Like king of the idiots.
I was gonna say that's the king of the idiots. The king of the really, really high idiots.
Idiots, yep. That's why I said he's the king of the idiots.
I got a story to tell you. I told her once. She cracked up. They were doing you know the song "A Nut But a G Thing," right?
Yep.
Okay, so anyway, KC 101 was doing a contest, right, back in the day, and that was when KC 101 was actually something, you know, of a radio station. And they were playing, you know, they had a bunch of, you know, songs and whatnot, and you had to guess the song and whatnot, right? So this one time it ended up where it was nothing but a G thing. Okay, so here I am. I'm calling. I'm figuring, okay, I'm not going to win. I'm not going to win. Right? So they're like, okay, well, do you know the name of this song, right? And I go, yeah, it's nothing but a G string.
Really? And you say that she has a frog in her throat. Freudian slip much? Good job. Did you win at least for like the A for effort?
No, but they played it on the radio and I had to hear it from like everybody.
But like, did it say like that's like Jeopardy? That's like frickin' Jeopardy. I'm sorry. That I don't appreciate that. I'm gonna call Casey 101 and be like, yo, you guys are wrong to not like let him win, because on Jeopardy they do the same thing. They like get on these people for not pronouncing the words right. And I'm like, Alex Trebek, if you didn't have the words phonetically spelled out for you in front of you, you would not have the answers.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of the radio shows and whatnot, they're just sitting there with cue cards and whatnot.
Yeah, but you know what, too? They have to look at it this way. Everybody pronounces things differently. And that's just the way they have to look at it.
It's just their accent.
Stuff, too.
Yeah, different accents, different,
Yep, there
all
you
kinds
go.
of...
Yeah, Mandy got it. Yep.
All kinds of things. Oh, by the way, if no one knows who this is Mandy. This is our new music blogger / awesome lady who can make kick-ass blogs and is cool as hell to talk to. Yeah, that's it.
And who literally just waved to the air because I was giving myself a grand introduction and I just waved to the air.
That's okay.
Do the
like,
wave.
hi everybody. I'm like, everybody wave now. Like, if we can just get like everybody on the count of 3 to just wave, I'll feel better. So I'm gonna count to 3 and everybody just wave. Like, I don't care if you're in your bedroom or your car or you're like having sex right now with your boyfriend or girlfriend. Just like wave for me, okay? So like 1, 2, 3, wave. Okay, nobody did it, I bet.
Well, we did. So.
I bet everybody in Atlanta did when they do the chop.
I totally just did it. Like, I'm like, yes, everybody waved. And I'm like, wait a minute, no one can see me right now. This is
Welcome
bad.
to Showtime Radio.
Hey, you know what? That's good.
On the show that means absolutely nothing to some people and everything to others.
Hey, my wave meant a lot because it was like my Miss America pageant wave, like welcome to college kind of wave that you get. It was an acceptance speech wave, so I'm proud of it. And if everybody missed it because we're on the radio, then that's their misfortune.
That's right. There you go.
Exactly. Except for in college, it's more, instead of a wave, it's more of a beer or a drink.
Yeah, exactly. Cheers.
Oh, my God.
Why do people go to college anyway? To get drunk, to get high.
Wait, no, my parents told me it was to get an education. They lied. I got screwed. I spent 4 years in college to actually learn something. Wait a minute. There's something wrong here. This is not what they told me. My dad said to me specifically my sophomore year when I was partying too hard, they were not paying for me to have a social life.
But that's basically all it is, because in this day and age, I hate to say it, it's really not what you know, it's who you know.
Exactly.
You could know absolutely nothing about a career, but if you're cheaper labor and a cousin of somebody's, you're going to get hired before somebody with the credentials does. I mean, that's just the reality of it.
Well, then I'm, like, screwed because, like, I don't know anybody super important out there in the world right now that, like, could help me and facilitate me. Like, I have not met the Clintons yet to help me get to where I need to go. I had not met Barack Obama. I do not know these people. So if somebody could just, like, get me to know these people, that'd be great. Like, I know Hillary Clinton is now on Twitter, so I'm just going to tweet her until finally she's like, yes, Mandy, I will acknowledge that you exist, and somehow you'll get a job from that.
Yeah, that's never going to happen. Good luck with that.
Keep trying.
Hey, don't hurt to try.
You get A for effort.
It does not hurt to try.
That's what I said. You get an A for effort.
And you never know, because I actually had a friend of mine. He was a freelance web designer and whatnot. I wish I knew him. Still, I mean, I had, was in touch with him and whatnot. But he ended up going from freelance to working for IBM. So you never know.
True.
You never know what life will throw at you and whatnot. And hey, last time I checked, I was an important person to somebody, I think.
To me.
Never mind.
And to our son.
So.
Unemployed, it's just, in the creative field, being employed means that you're a dreamer. It doesn't mean anything. If you work in the creative field, in any field like I do, like you guys do, it really, to most people, it's just like, oh, now I know somebody who's a writer. That's so cool. Anyways, that's the real stuff in life.
That's true. That's really, really true.
Yeah,
Like,
if it weren't for
great.
people like us, people like them would have nothing to talk about by the water cooler.
That's right.
Like, they find me and they're like, oh, so, my boyfriend, when he was in college, he was like, oh, you're in college. That was okay. It was like ixnay on anything else. But then with me, it was, oh, what do you do? Oh, I'm a writer. And I couldn't believe the words actually coming out of my mouth. I almost felt like I should be like, well, I'm a doctor. But they would just stop and they'd say, you're a writer? I've never met a writer before. Okay.
I know.
You just feel like the biggest, like, you feel awesome, and then the next thing you know, you're like, okay, I'm an idiot.
I look at it like this. The best way I can put life in general is there's two sides of the fence. And the great George Carlin, rest in peace and whatnot, said it best. There's a club, and you and me and you are not in it.
That's true. I believe life is what you make of it.
There's two sides of the fence. Well, then, am I serious? Like, my crotch is stuck in the middle of the fence. Like, I am, posing Jesus style right now on it, because apparently I cannot get to either side of the fence.
Don't feel bad. I think that's where we're all stuck right about now.
Hey, I'm caught on the barbed wire. Can somebody get me some pliers or something?
Seriously, we're like chained to something, and we're like, anybody want to help us? Writer over here, and they're like, oh, that's great, you're a writer. Anyways, back to the serious people who actually have real jobs.
It's like, yeah, oh, you're a writer? Oh, but wait a minute. Oh, you're a lawyer. Okay, come here. Let me talk to you. Or, oh, you're a doctor.
Like, what? It's like, this is the best thing is if somebody has a mosquito bite and I look at them and I say, that's a mosquito bite, they'll be like, no, it's not. The doctor will walk in and be like, that's a mosquito bite. They'll be like, oh, it totally is, because he's the doctor and I'm just the writer, so I would never have seen a mosquito bite in my entire life.
Oh, I know, exactly.
Like, that's totally unheard of. She's self-diagnosed. She must have Googled.
Exactly.
She must have used Twitter.
She Google. She must have gone on WebMD. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. Like, even with my boyfriend, he wants to be a cop, which is great. I totally support that, except after seeing End of Watch, then I was like, oh, my God, I'm never going to sleep for the rest of my life. But I don't have a good relationship with my father, so I said to my boyfriend now my boyfriend's name is Ethan Allen, so everybody can just laugh now, ha, 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 yeah, it's funny, we don't have furniture, okay? So I always say to him, I'm like, if we run into my father somewhere, don't forget, you are Dr. Ethan Allen from the Yale Medical Center. And he was like...
From the Yale.
Yeah. I had to, make him super important. He's like, why can't I just say that, I'm going to be a cop? And I was like, no, so you don't understand. You are a doctor. I'm a writer. Because I'm a writer, you have to be something way more important that earns way more money.
So, yeah, I understand. I have a thing against Yale. I went to Yale one time, and I was having chest pains and whatnot. Rushed from work in an ambulance, get to Yale, get to the emergency room, and they say, okay, well, he's not sick enough. Let's put him in the waiting room.
Yeah, made him sit in the waiting room for hours.
In a stretcher.
I got better stories than that. We go to Milford Hospital. I fell in.
Because you slowly die. This is what's happening. Like your heart is slowly beating down to nothing, and you are having a massive heart attack and stroke. But they're just letting you stay in the waiting room because they want everybody around you to be entertained by your massive heart attack and stroke.
I guess so. I went in for my shoulder, and they treated me like I was a drug addict looking for drugs. I'm like, hello, I did hurt my shoulder. They did an X-ray, and they said, oh, you fractured your shoulder. No kidding, really?
Yeah, we
if you
did
were
a little.
Lawyer, they wouldn't have thought that.
I know, really. Oh, but you wouldn't know that because you're not a doctor. That's the way they looked at me. I said, my friend said it was a fracture. Oh, is your friend a doctor? Oh, I swear I wanted to slap the doctor upside his head.
Yeah, I had one doctor.
Yeah, exactly.
I had one doctor. He's like, well, how bad's the pain? I'm like, it feels like I'm dying. He goes, it feels like you're dying.
Yep, I had him. That's the doctor I had. He said, from 1 to 10, how bad's your pain? I said 10. Oh, well, let's say it's 9. Okay, it's 9. Really?
It's in 3 fucking quarters. Who gives a shit? It hurts.
It hurts. Just take care of it, stupid.
I'm in pain. I'm that little evil angry face over there, number 8, okay? Like, seriously, you want me to make the face right now? Can you tell? I love that. The little scale, the 1 to 10 scale, where the person's like, kind of sad. Only, like, they need a little Xanax sad to they're about to, like, kill a bitch.
Yeah, that reminds me. They treat you like a shrink does when you're a kid. Well, you all probably didn't go see a shrink, but I did.
I did.
And,
I still go to one. I love my shout out to Dr. Adderholt. Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, I went to Clifford Beard's, I think it was, like in Hamden, Connecticut. I don't even know if that's.
Oh, I remember that place.
But anyway,
my godson went. Go ahead.
I go in there, and the first thing the shrink or psychiatrist, whatever, asked me, well, what's my problem? And I said, well, my problem is I'm here. Can't you say that's my problem?
Yeah, I just want to spend my whole day here.
I go in, and you never know where to sit either. That's the one thing. If they don't have a couch, you're kind of like, okay, which one is their chair and which one is my chair?
Exactly.
And I told
I never know. I go in there, and every week it's like something different, and it's like triggering my emotions, and I'm waiting for them to be like, and how do you feel about that? How do you fucking think I feel about that? I just spent $60 to come talk to you. Now you tell me how I feel about that, and then we'll be done.
Exactly. Well, our son was having some difficulties, right? So they call these people, and they make him go see the shrink. And the lady said that's what she said to him. How do you feel? Well, I think we ought to do this, like she's his mother. I'm only saying, bitch, you ain't his mother, I am. So I said to them, see ya, we're not coming back here again.
They're crazy. There's some places I've been where this one, I shit you not. This is like no BS right now. I went to this one doctor, and she was crazy sauce. Like, she dressed like a clown, so I really started to think I was sane. And then she starts to come out with some stuff, and then she starts trying to diagnose me. And then I had mentioned something that I thought I may have had, but wasn't really sure, because when you're on all that medication, you kind of think that you're a dinosaur. And she goes to me, yeah, pretty much. I was like, rah, apostles. And so she looks at me, and I was like, well, why do you say, so I brought my mom in because I thought that I was, like, going out of my mind. So I looked at her, and I was like, why do you say that I have this diagnosis? She goes, because you think you have this diagnosis. So because you think you have it, you probably do. So I looked at her, I was like, so if I think I'm a banana, that means that I'm a banana.
I must really be a banana.
And she just kind of looked at me, and I was like, yeah, okay, session over.
I bet your boyfriend's like, yeah, but you have a nice peel.
Exactly, that's what he said. He's like, you should check out her stem. Like, Oh my God, she's pretty ripe. Like, I don't even know how. I seriously could have been like, I am a giraffe. She would have been like, you totally are.
That's crazy. That is crazy. I mean, some of these doctors are weird. You were talking about beers when you went there, and your crazy shrink.
Well, yeah, he said, he's like, what's your problem? I said, how about this? What's your problem? I'll get paid and ask you what your problem is.
That's like
Did you have a rough childhood?
Have either one of you seen Medea Goes to Jail at all?
Oh, yes, I've seen it.
We've seen them all. Well, except for the new one.
Okay. So my favorite one is, like, favorite part of that movie, aside from, you know, when she goes to court all those times and she just can't speak, or when she goes to Kmart and she, like, busts the people's car up. That's neither here nor there. The best part has to do with she's, like, with Dr. Phil, and he's like, what was your childhood like? And she was like, what was your childhood like? And, like, everything he would ask, she would ask right back. She would, like, parrot it to him. And he was like, it's not about me. Why isn't it about you? It's like, this is the best. This is what I should do one day just to fuck with people.
You should. It would be funny.
I think I'm going to do that. I think, like, once I start to feel, like, really emotionally and spiritually better, allegedly, that one day I'm just going to, like, now that my copay and deductible are, like, set, I might just use a session just to, like, pull a Medea and be like, how does that make you feel?
Yeah, and what is your problem, doctor? And why do you feel I should be here?
And why are
Your
you
doctor
so skinny?
What to say?
Is
like,
that pain you're feeling?
Can
you rate that pain between 1 and 10?
Yeah, really. Is it a sad face or is it I'm going to kill you bitch face?
By the way,
exactly.
If you have any problems whatsoever, we won't give you any medicine because drugs are bad.
Very bad.
Oh, but wait, except if they're over the counter, or no, when they give you. My favorite thing is it's kind of the smiley face thing. How anxious are you on a 1 to 10 level? Well, you know, I'm pretty anxious. Okay, we'll start you off with 2 Xanax. The next thing you know, you're like, I'm getting a little bit more anxious. And they're like, we're putting you up to 6. And it was like, holy shit, I was just at 2 1 minute ago.
I know, really. What are you trying to do? OD me or something? Come on, that would have been like.
Well, I mean, that's the solution to everything. It's either you have one, you're in pain and they don't want to give you nothing, or you're not in pain and they want to give you everything just to keep you medicated so you can't understand what is going on in the world, period.
Exactly.
Yep. I don't know what's going on in the world to begin with. Like, if I'm sober, I don't know what's going on in the world.
Exactly. Well,
like, taking Xanax doesn't do anything.
Exactly. Well, our son has ADHD, right? And they're trying to medicate the daylights out of this kid. Oh, well, he didn't do this in school today, so I think he needs to have his medication upped. Oh, he fell asleep in school today. Let's go get his night meds upped again. No.
Oh, wait, you mean he was just being a really bored child in school and you want to give him meds?
I know, really. He does have attention deficit disorder. He does fall asleep in school because he has trouble sleeping at night. But that's nothing that medicine's going to help. I had that problem when I was a kid. You just got to grow out of it. So I took him off all the medication.
I haven't grown out of it. I still have trouble sleeping. I now have infomercial obsessions. And I told my mother that she needs to take my credit card away from me at night before I start purchasing like 45 tomatoes a month.
Yeah, well, if you start purchasing things and you start purchasing clothes, don't call my place. I got enough things.
Listen, Cindy Crawford would not tell me that her makeup works if it doesn't work.
That's true.
At like 5 in the morning, everything sounds great. Or like even at 3 in the morning, I'm like, Bare Minerals, that's so novel.
I know. It's like, ooh, that's neat. Oh, cool. Oh, this new toy came out for the kids. Oh, wow, that sounds cool.
Oh, I want to be a Wen girl, too.
Exactly. And then at a normal time, if you watch it during the day, I'm like, oh, that's the stupidest commercial I ever saw.
Well, I'm going to buy that crap, and then all of a sudden in the middle of the night, it comes on again, and you're like, I want to be a Wen girl.
Yep.
Bad.
Exactly.
It's like subliminal messaging. It's really, like, I think I need a soda stream now, too. It's really, it's become excessive. It's come to the point now where I'm thinking that, like, I need to light up pillow pets because it'll keep me not afraid of the dark, and I need slippers that bounce up and down, and I need that thing that you put all your clothes in and then use a vacuum cleaner to suck out all the air.
Well, it's funny. The reason I laughed when you said SodaStream was because I almost got one of those because I went to a lady's house for a demonstration, and when I went there, they had one, and I thought it was kind of cool, you know? So I wanted to get one, and I found out how much it was for everything. I was like, nah.
Yeah, you end up spending more for the product than you would, going to the store. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, what it is you only put in like a little capful of this soda product, and you don't even know how good it tastes, you know?
Excuse me, I saw that infomercial in the middle of the night, and it tastes just as good as Red Bull, they told me.
Yeah, but that's like when you're a little kid, and you see this toy on the TV, and you want it so bad, you want it, you bug your parents till you get it, right? Then you get the toy home, and it's just the stupidest thing in the world, or it breaks the same day.
Yeah.
Like the slushie maker. I wanted a slushie maker every single Christmas. My mom every single Christmas would get me a slushie maker. And the moment that I would try to make a slushie, man, I broke my arm trying to, like, turn the ice. Like, I didn't know that it didn't come with somebody who actually did the work for you. So it was just...
Yeah, if life was only like lemonade stand.
Exactly. Now, for something like that, you got to buy shaved ice.
Oh, it's so bad. It's even like the Easy Bake Oven. I got an Easy Bake Oven when I was like 26, I want to say, for Christmas, and because I didn't have one as a kid, so like I got one as an adult. Why not? Just because I have a regular oven doesn't mean I can't have an Easy Bake Oven. Yo, that thing ain't fucking easy. I opened the instructions to try to like set it up, and I was like, I give up. I don't want to make little cakes anymore.
And the cakes are so small that it wouldn't feed anybody.
It's so hard. You have to put like 48 like super watt light bulbs in there and try not to burn your hand as you do it. And then you have to pour precisely, and then you have to, I don't know, I'm going to try to make cakes this summer and then tell everybody that I know how to bake. But
there you go. Yeah, and you know what? Your boyfriend's going to look at it and go, hon, what is this? Is this a new pancake? A chocolate pancake, honey? And he's like, no, this is my Easy Bake Oven. I made a nice cake for you.
Yeah, the size of like a dog biscuit. Have some.
There you go. Yeah, they got the machines that make the dog biscuits too.
I'll be like, oh look, I made a s'more. It's the size of my hand. Have some.
All right, so we're going to put you on the spot because you're our new blogger, one of them anyway, and we like to do that. Give us your most embarrassing moment.
My most embarrassing moment?
Yeah,
oh my
why
God.
not?
I know, I'm trying to think now, because I don't even know, like, I think it was when I dyed my hair yellow in college, and I didn't realize that the hair dye glowed in the dark, so I walked to class to meet this kid that I had this massive crush on, and you could see the outline of my hair in the window, like, up for the door, and I looked like the Joker from Batman. And I had to spend the rest of the day like that, and then I had to pull out my, like, college emergency credit card to go buy hair dye so I wouldn't look like the Joker anymore.
Oh, my God, that's terrible.
Yeah, and probably at that time, if I was in school, I'd be like, hey, it's Big Bird!
It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. I'm not going to say completely embarrassed, but I kind of felt like an ass for thinking that was a good look for me. I don't know. I embarrass myself all the time doing random things. Like I got stuck. I went to a farm and recently for my boyfriend and I, we had our 1-year anniversary, and I thought I was small enough to fit in through the little train conductor area, and I tried to fit through it, and I got stuck. And then in order to get out, you had to go down the slide, but I couldn't get through to the slide because the slide was, like, lifted up a little bit, and I couldn't quite, like, my body didn't bend that way on a scale of 1 to 10. My body was definitely not going any of those directions. And so he had to help me up, and then he's like, what, you've never been on a slide before? I'm like, no, I've never been trapped in a slide before, you asshole. So finally, I
know, really.
it's a common occurrence. So I actually, like, get into the slide, and all of a sudden, without any warning, because the slide didn't want to talk, I slid right down and, like, fell on my head.
Oh, my God. You should have told him, you know what, smartass, let's see you go down the slide. That's what I would have said to Ray.
He would have been walking home with a slide attached to his ass. Like, it would not have been normal.
I would have been like, Mandy, take pictures because that's funny as anything.
It's always those good moments that you just look at camera.
Yep, because then you can say, yeah, you want to see the funniest moment that I have here? Here's a picture of my boyfriend with the slide attached to his butt.
One of the most embarrassing.
That would be pretty awesome. I don't know. I mean, I pretty much am just making a fool of myself all of the time because that is just me. I think I just am meant to be a fool. I can't walk the heels, so I tip over. I'm just a mess. I'm just a hot mess.
Can I speak?
You're such a smart ass. Yes, why isn't okay.
All right, so anyway, one of my most embarrassing moments, you don't even know this.
No one asked you.
Hey, I'm going to speak.
Quiet, smart ass.
At my show, I can speak if I want to. I don't know.
He's just being a smart aleck.
All right, so anyway, when I was a child, I had a terrible, if I could speak from not killing myself, smoke some more. Yeah.
All right, when you were a child.
When I was a child, I had a terrible fear of heights. I really did. When I was a teenager, I didn't care because I just didn't care, for life in general. It's like, okay, if I die, I die. I don't give a rat's ass.
Yeah, you're a teenager. That's the way all teenagers think.
But anyway, I was at an amusement park, and this is the first time I jumped on a roller coaster. You don't know the whole backstory. Okay, I go on the roller coaster. Out of all the roller coasters I picked the one of the scariest wooden coasters in the world. Out in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, out in Dollywood. I decided I'm going to go on the Thunderhead. Yeah.
Oh, jealous.
Okay, so I'm out in Dollywood, and I have this girl. And
that's your embarrassing moment that you were in Dollywood. That's where you should just stop there. You were in Dollywood.
All right, can I get back to my story on Dollywood, please?
He's trying to show off for a girl, of course.
I was like, all right, I can do this. So I get on the Thunderhead, right? And the guy says, well, any last words before we, get off? Before we go. I said, yes, can I get off? I've never been on a roller coaster in my life. And he's like, well, you picked a hell of a one to start with. And he gave a 5-minute sermon on how he was going to let me off this coaster. Everybody was laughing their ass off because they knew he wasn't letting me off. He's like, oh, yeah, by the way, have a nice ride.
He's forced you to get over your fear.
Was it scary in the end, though? Like, were you happy that you did it?
Yeah, I was. I actually jumped right back on there. The thing about the Thunderhead, though, if you haven't been on it, is it does knock the wind out of you. So I wouldn't recommend it if you have any kind of health issues to go on that.
Yeah, see, I couldn't go on it because my asthma.
But it knocked the wind out of me, and then I'm like, I want to do it again.
Any final words? Yes, I am at Dollywood right now. Like that would just be the end. Like, do they have big boobs there? Like, they like a mountain for like her boobs?
No, Dolly Parton was not there that day.
Okay, well, see, then it's really not Dollywood. She should always be there performing in like a little, like, corral.
No, she does go out there, but you can't you can't expect a lady to be there 24/7. Well, I mean, if they made a statue, that would be there 24/7.
Yeah.
If they had Mandy Wood, I would be there all the time.
That's right. Well, then we'll have to get rich and open a Mandy Wood. How's that?
See, now I have to get, like, really famous so that I can open my own Mandy Wood, and I'm going to be there all the time. It's like, without fail, you are not going to not see me. It's like those cruises that all the rock stars are going on now, like go on a cruise with Matchbox 20. I freaking love Matchbox 20 more than life itself. I freaking hate boats more than life itself. So those two combinations don't work. But they're on the boat for like 24 hours a day. That's what I need to do. I need like a Mandy Wood.
That's right. And you can't forget your cats now.
Oh, this is good. I like this.
You have to dress your cats up, remember?
I have to dress my cats up, and I'll dress them all up like pirates.
There you go. There you go. You dress your boyfriend up, make him a pirate too.
Arr.
I tried to be a pirate the other day to him, and he looked at me. He's like, "You're not a pirate." And I don't know why he didn't think I was a pirate. I said R, and I put my pinky finger or my whatever finger, the first finger, pointer finger. I put it in a little like hook sign, and he said I wasn't a pirate. I was like, "Dude, I have a hook."
Yeah, really. Come on, dude, have some fun.
Yeah, but you can't be a captain if you're afraid to go on the ship.
That is so
but wait a
true.
minute. You have her donkey. You ride your donkey. You don't have to go on the ship.
Exactly. I will ride my donkey from my bedroom to my lizard, and everything is going to be fine. Mandy's petting zoo. There we go.
Yeah, but I mean, I can pick on people all I like, but normally when it comes to the escalator, I'm taking the elevator.
This man is afraid of the escalator. I've never seen anyone like it. We were going to the movies one day, and he's like, okay, but I'll take the stairs. I'm like, all right, hon. Or he'll go, I'm going to take the elevator. Huh?
Because that's safer. Stairs are safer. I would walk up those stairs and I would trip over myself. At least on the escalator, I have like a 1 out of 5 chance of not falling. Like there's a railing and it moves for me. So anything that moves for me, I'm pro. Like I'm pro cars. They move for me. I'm pro like all that stuff. Anything that will move like those moving things in the airports, just like you put your feet on and you just go whoosh. I'm totally for those. I don't have to move.
Well, the thing was, this was when we went to Dave & Buster's, and it's located in the Sky Mall in Providence, Rhode Island.
Oh, my God.
And you're talking about going up freaking 5 freaking stories on an escalator.
Yeah, at least 5 or more stories. This thing is high. Even I got a little freaked out going on that.
Okay, so your embarrassing moment is not being on an escalator or being terrified to be on an escalator. It's a moment at Dollywood. Stop, think, reevaluate your life.
Yeah, right?
No, that's when I felt like talking. I mean, I got so many. But to me, it was embarrassing to me because the whole time, the reason it was embarrassing to me, the whole time I was playing off the macho act in front of this girl, like I was like wasn't scared of anything and all this, and then I get on a roller coaster and I'm like petrified. So that's why it's embarrassing for me.
Yeah.
And if she had taken you on an escalator, just wait until how embarrassing that would have been. I can't do it now.
No, I'm afraid. No. He'd be driving onto her. He'd be holding on to her going, please protect me.
I need a helmet to get on the escalator. Hold on.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm going to take the elevator.
Because you're not, because elevators get stuck.
Exactly.
That's the time you grab your phone and you're like, I got a phone call. I'll be right back.
Yep. Phones don't work in elevators, so it's bullshit.
What, Mandy? I'm sorry, we didn't hear you.
Phones don't work in escalators or elevators, so like that's bullshit. If you're trying to pull the phone card, like I gotta go use my phone, and then magically you appear on the top.
Yeah, really.
I was Houdini.
I made myself magically appear
It's like, look at me, I'm David Blaine.
Exactly.
Try harder. It's not going to work. This whole elevator thing, it's like me in boats. Like, it's such an irrational fear. I mean, there was the Titanic. There was never the elevator-tanic, or escalator-tanic. Whatever, like, you're scared of this whole, like, escalator crisis. Oh, no. It's going to stop, and where will I go from there?
I know. Well, you know what, though? I agree with you on the fear of boats because I can go on, like, a regular boat, like a fishing boat. I've been on them many times. But I will not go on, like, a big cruise boat because I don't trust them. They make me nervous.
I mean, I had another embarrassing moment. I was at, well, it's kind of embarrassing. It's embarrassing now, but it was actually
serious. Where were you at that week?
Yeah, I was at a place
I was at Magic Mountain.
No, I was at Olive Water Park, okay, and I was going down the tube, right? I go down the tube, I get to the bottom. Somehow I lost the tube, and I hit the back of my head. And when I hit my back of my head, I ended up in the water, and I started swimming downwards, thinking I was swimming up. And my friends are laughing their ass off because the lifeguard saved me, and it's only like 3 foot of water.
You almost drowned in 3 feet of water.
Yeah,
you almost drowned in a tub.
But it was embarrassing because my friends are right there, and I'm like, it's not much water.
True.
When I realized, but I had a concussion, and they're really serious.
What, Mandy?
I've had many concussions. I'm like the concussion queen.
When I was a kid, I was a klutz. Every time I walked down the stairs, I'd always end up twisting my ankle. If I didn't twist my ankle, I'd fall down the stairs. I'd bang my head. I don't know. I've done so much stuff to myself.
Well, how many times have you seen me bang my head?
Oh, my God. He's forever banging his head, almost falling and catching himself. I don't know how he does it.
But guys,
there could be a ladder there,
fun.
and I won't see it 7 times in a row. I'll hit the ladder every time.
I'm scared of ladders. Like, don't get me started on ladders. That's, like, up there with your fear of, like, escalators. Like, they're not normal. You can't walk underneath them. And if you climb on them, you might fall. Like, there's too many things that go along with them.
Okay, so should I get you a job as a roofer?
No, you want to hear something funny, Mandy? I worked for a painting company, right?
Don't give me a ladder.
No, there's no ladder, this one. We had to go up on this, what's that called? The thing they go up on when they paint.
The plank?
The scaffolding.
The scaffolding.
Like a scaffolding, one of those moving ones or whatever. I don't know. But anyways, we get on it, right? And I'm terrified of heights. So we got to go up real high. So I'm like, Pete, I'm afraid. That was my boss at the time. And I said, Pete, I'm afraid. So Pete says, well, stand next to me so you're not afraid, so you'll feel more comfortable because you'll be next to me. Figure it make me feel more comfortable. I'll be less scared. So I go, okay. So we get up to the top, and I'm like, oh, my God. And I said, you know what the hell is I'm going to look down. And I just looked down. After that, I was like, okay, I'm fine. I had no problem with it, but I was scared as hell, but I wouldn't tell him that.
It's fun going, like, I have a fear of heights, but I don't. Like, I can go on a roller coaster, unlike some people I know, and not be scared, and I can, like, go on escalators.
I can go on one now.
Not me.
Listen, life is a roller coaster.
That's true.
What?
Life is a roller coaster.
Oh, it sure is, but the amount of turns in one event.
I don't know how you handle going to the mall. There's like escalators everywhere.
Can we get off the escalator? Let me off! Let me out of here! Anyway.
I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm going backwards. Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We're going to put you on an escalator, and I'm going to make you wear a helmet that says, this is my escalator helmet.
This is my escalator helmet.
I like that. Escalator helmet.
And I'm going to videotape it, and I'm going to put it online. And you're going to become a YouTube sensation as, like, the weird guy who can't go on escalators.
You can put up there, this is my friend Ray. He's afraid of escalators. See him wearing his escalator helmet?
Yeah, exactly.
This is my boss. No judgment, please. I'm just a writer.
There you go. Exactly.
No judgment at all.
How long is your radio show for? Do you guys talk for 16 hours?
No, it's actually set for 2 hours. I didn't even think we were gonna last 30 minutes today because I'm so damn tired. It ain't funny. And yet I feel like calling Poppy. Hold on, I'm calling someone.
Oh, you'll like him. He's funny too.
I like the phone ring sound, like an effect.
Pick up.
Answer his phone, I guess. You being on air, you pig.
Okay, I should.
I guess he doesn't like talk.
Not in the mood to talk tonight. And it rings. Oh, well.
Okay, this is a minute of my life I'd like back.
All right, there we go.
Yeah, we're like, well, wait a minute. Why was it still ringing?
So while you're on the air and everything, why don't you tell the listening audience a little about yourself and whatnot?
Well, I love long walks on the beach, and elevators, and escalators, and guitars. No, okay, real story. My name is Mandy, and I'm going to wave again because I think it's just a common thing. I'm going to be 30 this year, so I'm freaking out. So if anybody has any advice on how not to overdose on your 30th birthday, send that to me. Let's see.
Drink a lot of alcohol.
Yeah, I have class the next day. It's not going to work so well. It's not.
Yeah,
no. They got hangover relief pills.
No,
okay,
don't listen.
Did you say that in an infomercial?
I think he thinks he's on an infomercial.
Was that on after the Jack LaLanne juicer? Come on now.
I know, really. What is up with the Jack LaLanne juicer and all that?
Didn't Jack LaLanne die?
I don't even know. I have no clue.
I think he
got
did die.
He got too much.
Somebody juiced
That's
him.
juice.
Anyway.
He juiced himself up. Bad idea. Okay, so I'm Mandy. I'm going to be 30, and admitting it is the first form of recovery. Let's see. I have my bachelor's in politics. I am a freelance writer. I have been for 3 years. I started out as an actress, and I had such horrible anxiety that I would get cast for all these things, and then I would just bail out at the last minute because I was so scared of my own shadow. So I decided to go behind the scenes because I wanted to entertain people. I am obsessed with animals. I love animals. I'm actually going to go to school to become a vet assistant. Right now I am studying to be a paralegal because I like money, and money doesn't like me because if it did, I would have some. And it's true.
I think we all have that problem.
Yeah, I got 99 problems and money is one. So, let's see. I love music. My favorite band ever is Matchbox 20. I guess you guys figured that out already when I announced it earlier about their cruise and everything. And I did meet Rob Thomas, and I have a lot of tattoos on me. And I have some of his song lyrics tattooed on me, and I let him know that, he scarred me for life, literally. And he was like, yeah, cool. I was like, great. He thinks I'm a loser.
You must be like, oh, great, here's a stalker.
I was pretty much like, yeah, I'm the girl you saw outside your window last night. And, yeah, that's pretty much what I said. And, I
just underwear.
This isn't your T-shirt, I swear. No, it's not. I swear.
It's like,
these are your underwear.
Your sweatshirt or boxers? Honest. I don't know how they got in my hand.
No, this isn't your toothbrush. I don't know what you're talking about, Rob Thomas, who I love. If you know that, like, if you're listening right now, Rob Thomas, like, call me. Cheryl Rayleigh, you're gonna call me.
Listening, but anyway.
You know what? I have hope right now. He might be listening right now because you know what? He's probably stoned with his wife, and so him and her are probably listening to random radio stations, and they're thinking like, "Whoa, this guy's scared of escalators, dude. Cool."
I'm probably gonna get 500 million comments about escalators.
I know.
Oh my God!
Idiots. They're afraid of escalators.
I'm gonna get pictures
elevators and roller coasters.
Look at the escalator.
They're like, the girls are tough. That guy's a wuss. But I don't know. I'm just like, I'm a very eclectic, colorful person. That's basically how you could just describe me. My mom always says that I live in like the world of rainbows and lollipops, and I want to do everything and I want to try everything. Not like illegal things, but like I want to just try everything that I can, and I like car shopping, and I love the color pink, and I have like 25 tattoos.
You know what though? Your personality, being colorful like that, is what makes you such a fun person to talk to, and you know, stuff like that.
Yeah, just don't cast her for a movie.
Yeah, just don't cast me for a movie because I'll call out on the account of I'm stuck on an escalator, so it's going to be a problem.
That's what you get, see? That's what you get for picking on her.
Yeah, I'll just be like, sorry, just don't do it. I'm scared, but it's okay because one day I will be on TV. I can almost guarantee it. Like if we ever go to that route of YouTube-ish things, because you know people don't really listen to the radio as much anymore. I don't know why, CDs, but people don't. So if we would ever go on and have like a YouTube show, then I could be the star of it because I'm fabulous, and I'm just going to go up and down the escalator while you guys host it.
There you go. I like that. I do.
Kat will be dressed like a pirate, and I'll just go up and down the escalator and be like, ha, 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 don't you wish you were me?
But wait a minute.
I'll film you from the elevator.
Yeah, but you know what? As you're on the escalator, you have your cat in your arm, and your donkey behind you riding along, you know?
Yes, I think people are trying to figure out this whole donkey thing. Like, okay, I'm not one of those weird people who's, like, going to Tijuana to have sex with a donkey. Like, that's not happening. That's not, like, what we're talking about. This isn't one of those fetish things. I really do think that I'm going to own a donkey one day, and my boyfriend has asked me where I'm going to put the donkey, and I said, well, in my bed. And he's like, well, where am I going to sleep? I'm like, in the bed with the donkey. Like, duh, are you stupid? And he just doesn't get this. And
that sounds like a porno. Little bit of bestiality going there.
I just told you it's not fetish related, okay?
Yeah,
it's simply
really.
because I like asses, okay? I have an ass thing, okay? And donkeys are the perfect example. So just leave me alone. And I love gnomes.
Right.
So if you could find me like a gnome donkey, then I'd be set. Or if you could just put a little hat on the donkey, that'd be really cool too.
You got to make sure it's a pirate hat too, and make sure it goes.
I
you know what? You're making fun of my donkey, okay?
I think donkeys are cool. There's nothing wrong with donkeys. But
I want a donkey.
I love bunnies.
And my lizard.
Oh, yeah, you can't forget your lizard. Her lizard on her shoulder while she's wearing a pirate outfit. Instead of a bird, she'll have a lizard.
I'm going to have my lizard. I'm obsessed with them. I'm now obsessed with bearded dragons, and I'm going to have Bruno the bearded dragon.
I thought you just said she had sex with the lizard.
Yes, I did actually once, and it was a very bad time for me. And it was hard. We met on a roller coaster in Dollywood, and I thought he was a real man.
Oh my God!
That's my most embarrassing moment. Okay, I didn't want to talk about it, but you had to bring it up. Thanks, Bob.
Yeah, I might have to bring it up. That's not nice.
It was just a random thing on the show that means absolutely nothing and everything.
Now we know why I'm going to counseling once a week, because of my lizard issues. Thank you for announcing.
That's okay, because I love my bunny. So.
Yeah, she has a thing about bunnies.
So I need to go to counseling myself.
Yeah, my brother actually just went out to California and whatnot, so.
To, like, get a lizard or something?
No, not that. No, he actually had his own YouTube shows, believe it or not.
Yes, he did,
and
good.
He was really good, and he just wanted to try it out. And, Callie, and I mean, all the best to him. I hope he,
succeeds. I do, too. I'd love to see him succeed, because he's a really nice guy. So
he wants to be like a talk show host, but not in the radio.
No,
he wants to be like Montel Williams, who's trying to sell me like $1,000 worth of credit that I would have to pay back with like 25% interest.
I was telling you, okay, you keep.
Montel Williams does that now. He is trying to sell me, like, he's trying to say, like, are you broke? And I'm like, yes. I'm answering yes to every fucking question he asks me. Do you hate your job? Yes. Like, what else do you need from me, Montel? Like, and then he's like, well, I can give you $1,000 within 24 hours. And I'm like, well, give it to me. And then I see all the information below.
After he gave you all the information, I said, yeah, now you can take that money and shove it up your ass, because there ain't no way I'm going to be able to pay that back.
I'm like, oh my God, he's trying to scam me out of money. And then Russell Simmons comes on the commercial and he's like, you could have the R card. I'm like, dude, it's like having the Montel Williams card. No, it's no bueno. It's no bueno.
Exactly.
I'm not happy with it. But in the middle of the night, I'd probably, go for a loan, because I'm so drowsy and delirious most of the time. I'd be like, yeah, sure, I'll have a loan. Give me 5 of them.
Yeah, give me 5 of them. I don't know how to pay it back, but
I'll take them anyways.
Well, I mean,
come on.
It kind of reminds me of like the internet payday loan scam.
Yeah, they scammed us.
They say, well, pay us this, and then pay us this certain amount of, a month. And then you start paying them, and then you end up paying them like freaking 9 million times more than what you took out a loan for. And every time you go to give them back the money, like, hey, I don't want to pay you no more monthly fees. Here you go, have the whole thing. You can't get a hold of them.
Yep.
Forget about it.
Exactly. I mean, it's just ridiculous. We needed a loan because we went to We went to Tennessee to see some friends. And they scammed us out of money like crazy. Making us pay back way more than he had to pay back. It was ridiculous.
You just insulted me.
Why? It wasn't your fault.
You just said making her pay back.
I'm sorry.
Well, you know what? I may have an issue with escalators and roller coasters, hence the height thing. But
I'm sorry, honey. I'm tired, so I'm saying.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's the
and
internet.
Over here,
if you see it on the internet, it has to be true, right? Like that guy who's supposed to be like a French model, and he's like really fat, and he says bonjour, and that totally lures the girl away.
And he's butt ugly on top of it.
Yeah, you can't believe everything you read on the internet except the things that I write.
Exactly.
Yes, follow that by heart.
That's right.
It's like, just, and make sure that everybody, just to, promote myself a little bit more, because, I haven't made a big enough ass of myself. Everybody, don't forget to check my story about, what's his name, Manila Envelope? What's the guy who's going to be on tomorrow? Manila? Manuel. That's not even his real name, by the way, guys. I even put that in the article. You'll see that if you go to it. If you're like that desperate to know what Manila's real name is, like, you'll just go and you'll see that that's not his name. Like, it totally isn't.
You just killed our interview, but thank you so very much.
I am so sorry, Manuel. I wrote a very nice piece on you. It's just your name. I'm getting used to saying it right now because there's a couple hyphens in it. Are those hyphens the things that go in between spaces? Yeah, there's hyphens. It's a hyphen, duh.
Things that make you go,
Exactly.
I'm sure if he heard this, he'd probably be laughing his butt off because he's probably used to people saying his name wrong. You know?
Well, his name, it's because the thing is that it's his name, if you actually see his name, it's like Josue Velez, or it has some sort of totally different, like, not even related to his stage name. And I was kind of surprised by that because I thought I would see, Manny something. But I did not expect what I saw. I was like, whoa, he's got like a real
if you break
name.
it up, though, seriously, it's like man, you ill. And ill back in the day meant sick in a good way, not like got the flu.
No, I know what sick means. Like, I say that all the time. Like, that song was sick, yo. Like, I can get my gangsta on. So it's totally, I get it. I did call him Rad, but I hope he's not offended by my usage of the word rad, but hey,
One of my favorite Nintendo games was Rad Racer, so.
Well, you know what? I don't think he would take offense to that because I'm sure he knows that everybody's dialect of speaking is different, as far as their words and what they use for, like, you say rad, somebody else might say, oh, that's dope, that's this, that's, you know what I'm saying?
That's doggy fresh.
That's doggy fresh, that's sick, you know what I'm saying? So
ain't nothing but a G-string, like, I can get it.
I know. Really, it's not but a G-string.
Baby.
Hey, you know what, though? Like, I think he's going to be, like, really cool, and he seems super down to earth and super just, like, rolls off his shoulders. So what I'm saying right now, he's probably just sitting there with a 40 laughing.
Probably. He looks like he's a cool dude, so I bet you he really is.
Okay, we're going to change the topic a little. We're going to use this thing that we found on the internet because we're so smart. No, it wasn't through WikiLinks.
Nope, I found it earlier today.
All right, here's a new topic, and we're going to go around, like we're really all around the same freaking room, and we're going to talk about this for a moment. And we're going to go, things you should not say at your own wedding.
I don't.
Okay. Huh?
I don't.
There's things, what things should you not say at your own wedding?
I would think that, you'd want somebody to say I do instead of I don't.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't.
Or either that or when the pastor says, to honor, love, and obey, you don't want the woman to go, I ain't obeying nobody.
Yeah, guys, never be at a wedding and before you, during your vows, go, oh, yeah, baby, I got to tell you something. I slept with your sister.
Yeah, definitely.
But it happened last night. It was before we got married. It's totally different.
Exactly. Oh, but honey, I mean, I had an orgy, but it didn't mean anything,
Like, I'm marrying you, not her. It's okay.
Exactly.
You're the one who holds my heart.
I got drunk and puked on your mother.
It's like you turned into a Jerry Springer match instead, like things you shouldn't say at your wedding. I just fucked the groomsman. Okay, great.
There you go. But honey, I really love you, but I have to tell you, I fucked all the best men. All of your best men, sorry.
And they were really good men.
Yeah, they were really good, honey. Sorry.
Here's one you never say.
Like, I fucked the pastor. Like, oh, by the way.
Here's one.
I love that. That's funny.
Honey, I love you to death, but I'm gay.
Oh, my God.
That's like a BTW I'd like to know before.
Yeah, exactly. Honey, I love you to death. This is from the guy. But I'm gay, and I slept with your brother and your father.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
My next question would be like, they're gay too? Like, I wouldn't even think, like,
they kind of want to try it out.
All right, here's another one. Why Homer Simpson should be the next president?
He's yellow.
Because he's yellow.
Because he's yellow? I don't know. He'd be trying to hand out donuts to everybody. Hey, root for me. Here, have a donut.
Because he's got the perfect way with kids.
Yeah, hand him a beer.
He wouldn't look good on a dollar bill. Like, I don't think I could see him rocking the dollar bill, but if he wants to run for president, I mean, we've had worse candidates.
True. Hey, but you know what, though? But he'd have a can of beer in his hand on the dollar bill.
He'll be, like, excited, though. He'll be like, go, I'm the president.
Yep. Instead of in honor we trust, it would be in Homer we don't trust.
See, I think I'm down with this. Like, I thought I was going to go on a whole Hillary Clinton thing tonight, but now I think that this might actually work out better because who's better to run our country than somebody who's animated by Matt Groening?
That's true. Okay, I got one. Things you do when you're drunk.
Have sex.
That's a good one.
Get driven by friends in a shopping cart.
Yeah, he didn't do that. Puke on somebody.
Not be able to get it up to have sex.
Oh, that's bad. Or fall asleep during sex.
I was about to say that one.
That's even worse.
That's bad. He was thinking my thought.
Having sex with your donkey.
Having sex with your cats.
Exactly. That just borders on gross. But I mean, I have two lesbian cats, so I think that they would allow me to join in, but I'm just not into that.
Yeah, nah, I don't think so. I have a male bunny, but
There, kitty wants some milk.
You're sick, hon. Janet!
Oh my God! You guys just made me think of something, and now this is gonna make your night, and I know it. I was babysitting for this family once, and they had like 50 animals, and they were crazy soft. It wasn't even normal, and they had this one rabbit who they didn't really let out of its cage very much. And one morning when I went over, they were like, "Oh, we're gonna just have the rabbit out of its cage." So the rabbit comes and sits next to me, and I'm like, "Oh, I've always wanted a bunny, and you don't look like the Easter bunny at the mall. You're fun." And the next thing I know, I feel this like warm substance on me, and I look down. The bunny had ejaculated on me.
Yes, that means he's marking his territory.
Not when he ejaculates on you. That's when he pees on you.
Well,
it was
the same thing, ain't it?
No, it's not the same thing. It is not the same thing. Like, it's
okay.
not the same thing.
Same difference.
But our bunny pees on him every morning.
But see, that's okay. Peeing on somebody is like a weird fetishy thing. Like, if you ejaculate on somebody, that's just like trying not to have a baby. So it's a different thing. It was just gross, and it was just not right, and I was upset. And so I had to tell the mother later on, like, "Listen, I got to tell you something about your rabbit. I think he has, like, a thing for me." And she was like, "Oh, no, he peed on you." And I was like, "Pee is not white." I know the difference between urine and cum. Like, it was disgusting. So, yeah, I've been ejaculated on by a rabbit. How many people can say that?
Oh, not many. I have a male rabbit. He's ejaculated on anybody.
Not yet.
Have you, Jackson, baby, you pervert?
He's like on my old lady.
The poor bunny's just laying there minding his own business, and we're putting him in the conversation.
He's like, "Dude, I don't ejaculate on people. Leave me alone."
I know, really.
Yeah, I only like to piss on Daddy.
That's okay, though. It's okay. It means he likes you.
Okay, gets a kick out of it. He just laughs now.
I just don't like when he starts freaking digging on my balls. I'm like, dig somewhere else.
And you talk about me and my donkey. Like, really? Check yourself. Reevaluate everything.
Yeah, he'll have his blanket pulled up to his neck, and the rabbit will come over and dig right on his balls. Like, ow, Jackson, go dig somewhere else. Hun, move
That
him.
means
I'm
he
like,
loves
all right.
you. Just sign of
Yeah,
love.
but he's like,
What else
yeah,
did
but
we
I'm
find
not afraid of
online
an
today?
escalator.
Anything exciting?
Yeah, he'd probably go on the escalator and be like, all right, come on, let's go.
Taking my bunny with me.
No, Jackson be hopping up the escalator, looking back, going, Daddy, come on, you coming? Maybe like, Jackson be like,
the little cow on the corner.
I'll see you after I go in the elevator.
Jackson's like, I beat you up here, you wimp. I'm a bunny rabbit. I hop on all fours, and even I made it up quicker.
Hey, he's faster. He's got 4 legs.
Exactly.
That's the one time where it's okay to say someone else is faster than you. Wrong.
Well, I haven't
Wrong.
had many people beat me in a race. I used to be able to run, 5 flat and whatnot, and ran the mile really fast and whatnot. So I haven't had many people beat me.
I don't know what this whole running thing you talk about is. I'm not familiar with this concept.
There you go.
Okay, here's
It's
one.
Like physical activity.
Here's one we could talk about. If vampires drink blood, then why don't they die from AIDS?
Because I don't fucking know. Why don't you ask a vampire?
I like her. This girl's just too funny. She's got a good sense of humor.
She got stumped.
Mandy, you are too funny.
I legit am trying to figure this one out because I watched the Vampire Diaries and like Ian Somerhalder is always biting people, but maybe like I guess because their body. Okay, I know what it is. Okay. It's because their bodies are made up differently. They're built to be immortal. So even if they were to get AIDS, they wouldn't die. Their body.
No, if they were to get AIDS, they'd be a zombie.
Oh, geez.
How did you get that
God.
from that? How? What Twilight Saga are you watching?
I have no idea. I want to know the same thing.
Wow. Okay. Oh, sorry, I'm a vampire with AIDS. I must be a zombie now. Yeah, like that just happens.
That'd be the funniest shit.
You see the vampires going over to a guy and going, "Hey, baby, come here. I got AIDS."
Yeah, right. I want to be a zombie. Bring that over to me. Like what? Like maybe they get okay. Are you a pirate or a vampire? I don't get this. Maybe they get like an AIDS shot when they're little, like when they become vampires.
I don't know.
Like maybe they get a vaccine. Like I don't know. Like I'm not a vampire, so I don't know if they get different vaccines than I do.
What?
I know. What do you get? Like AIDS? Well, are you on the records as you're doing them? You fill out the paperwork. You go to the doctor's office, right? Are you a vampire? Check yes.
You know
okay.
what? They should ask that
yes.
from now on.
I know. If you are a vampire and you checked yes, then have you had your AIDS vaccination? Are you up to date on all your vaccinations, including AIDS? No, I'm not. Why?
That's just gross. You know what? I seriously, my tongue just got wrapped into like a little knot, and it doesn't help that I have a tongue ring that couldn't help bail me out on that one.
It happens.
Because I started thinking about my boyfriend.
Lost.
I started thinking about my boyfriend and the fact that he's like O negative and he's like the perfect blood type for everyone, and now vampires are going to be looking for him, and I'm like worried.
Well, I mean,
That's
it's
paranoid.
just like, the whole zombie, craze and whatnot. Everybody's saying, well, there's going to be, a zombie outbreak. You got all the, video games and, shows and everything else, talking about zombie outbreaks, and I just laugh. Because I'm like, I'm looking at it like this, okay, if I'm a zombie and you're a zombie, we both don't have a brain, and I hit you, what are you going to do?
Well, I hate to break this to you, but if we have a zombie outbreak, or as us commoners call it an apocalypse, then it's just going to be a bunch of vampires who have contracted vampiral AIDS.
Damn them vampires. Turned into zombies.
Yes, exactly, because that's how you legitimize this whole thing in your head. So you've created this whole scenario that vampires bite people with AIDS and then they become zombies, and then the zombie apocalypse, or the zombie outbreak as you call it, is going to take over the world, and then everyone's going to be a zombie and they're not going to know what to do with each other. Is that correct? Is we're all going to look like a thriller video? Is that what I'm getting from you?
I guess we must be, because that's the way he seems to be thinking.
No, but the whole
and wait a
thing...
minute, does that mean Michael Jackson's going to come alive and start singing Thriller?
That would be cool. See, that would be epic. That goes along with the epic
night.
We'd be like, what's he saying?
That video scared the shit out of me.
But the whole thing about it, no, seriously though, we've already had this conversation before. It's, once again, if I'm a zombie, you're a zombie, and you hit me, if I ain't got a brain, my natural reaction is to hit you. So all you're going to see is a bunch of zombies beating the crap out of each other, and we're just going to be watching having popcorn.
Exactly, and they're going to be falling all over the place.
Yeah, let's get all excited for the zombie apocalypse, everyone. Yay.
Really?
You just thrilled me. I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning thinking I'm seeing zombies. Great.
Oh, you wake up in the middle of the night thinking there's zombies outside.
I'm going to be like walking through the mall tomorrow with my boyfriend. I'll be like, Ethan, do you think that's a zombie? You think that's a vampire with AIDS? Do you think that's a zombie over there?
Ethan's going to be like, what? What are you talking about?
I'll be like, no, really, do you think it's a vampire? Do you think that person's going to bite me? Wait, I'm scared. I can't leave the house now. Like after I saw The Exorcist, I couldn't leave the house because I was like, the devil chose somebody who was really nice, sweet, and pretty. How do I know he won't choose me now?
That's true.
Because the devil is a liar.
Like, oh, wait,
Exactly. Well, it's funny because my new game, the zombies are a lot smarter. They figure out how to climb over fences. They know how to open fences. They know how to open doors. And they know how to break windows, because I block off the windows. I got the wood all up there, nice. And these stupid zombies keep coming up there and banging on the wood and banging on it until they get in. And then they come in and try to start biting us.
Yeah, she's talking about State of Decay. Awesome game.
I love this game.
Well, my real question is, can they get up an escalator?
If they can't, then Ray's safe. Well, he won't be very safe because he won't go up them.
They will, but they'll bang their heads and be done with blood coming down the escalator.
No, I think
it's not blood, though. Zombies don't bleed. Zombies, they have, goo that comes out of them. They have, zombie goo.
Yeah, they don't have blood, remember? It's green. It's, green or something, I think.
It's like slime, that comes out of them.
Yeah.
It's like rotted. Oh, this is a gross topic. We're moving away from this one now because this one's freaking me out because now I'm going to have nightmares about becoming a zombie, and then I might have nightmares about Michael Jackson, and I don't really know which one's scarier.
Well, you know what, though? It's rotting flesh, and then it's also, they fill you up with embalming fluid when you die.
Okay, here's another one. Does your body have the same immune system as a mosquito?
Our body?
Yes.
I don't think so. No. I don't know.
I'm gonna say yes, because if they can get a disease and then give it to us, then they must have some sort of link to our immune system.
Oh, that's true. That's a good point. I never thought of that. That's a real good point.
I mean, I'm probably wrong, and I probably sound really stupid to people right now, but I'm kind of thinking yes.
You really don't sound stupid because that makes sense.
Okay, here's another one. Moving on. What do men want except for sex, money, food, women, beer, blondes, bikes, soccer, and gadgets?
Oh, I'm set. I am all that. they want to be able to pee in a straight line. I don't know.
I said they want blowjobs.
No, that falls under the line of sex unless you like talk to certain presidents.
I about damn.
All right. And on that note, I gotta pee.
Oh, gee.
Congratulations.
What was that?
Like, do you need lady pants or something?
I know, really. And why do you have to announce it? Really?
Really? So, anyways, let's talk about the fact that Hillary Clinton has just joined Twitter, and one of her things that she put in her Twitter statement about, like, who she is was that she was, like, a business suit aficionado.
Oh,
and like a pantsuit aficionado and, like, a hairstyle icon. And I would, I think it's great how much fun she's having with it, but really it should be like, I'm a survivor. I am the best first lady, like, ever because I did not kill my husband. And
I know,
off.
really.
Like
I didn't cut his penis off like I could have.
Like, I could have chopped his dick off, and I didn't. So, therefore, vote for me because I'm pro-men.
Exactly. Hey, I didn't cut his dick off and feed it to the dogs, you know.
Exactly.
I didn't feed it to the White House dogs.
Exactly. See, this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking she would have a better chance of getting the male vote if she's kind of like, no, I don't support you cheating on your wife or your girlfriend. However, if you do, I will not, like, sterilize you.
Exactly.
And then more sexy to me.
No, what cracks me up is when it was one of the presidents or somebody said, "Oh, but oral sex isn't considered sex."
Yeah, that was
What kind of
Clinton.
shit is that?
That was Bill Clinton.
A while ago. Yeah, it was Bill Clinton.
He was the man.
I couldn't believe that. I'm like, what, Bill?
I smoke, but I don't inhale.
Exactly.
I got a blowjob from a hooker, but it wasn't sex. That makes no sense.
He was the best president we ever had, like, in the past, well, since I've been alive. So I've been alive for Reagan, Bush, Clinton, Bush, and Obama, and I don't know. I am excited for Hillary Clinton to run for president. I actually ordered my Ready for Hillary bumper sticker, and I'm super ready for Hillary, even though it's not going to be for, like, another 3 years. I'm totally ready because, like, men keep fucking up the world. So I think that, like, it's time for a woman or Homer Simpson. I don't know. I can't really decide.
We haven't decided that one yet, right?
Maybe
you
Oprah.
know, if she
I don't
runs,
know.
According to the Bible, it's the end of the world.
Oh, you better shut up about that.
That's what happened when George H.W. whatever was voted in for a second term. That was like the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, I agree.
The world ended right then and there. Like, I wasn't an Obama fan, but I was rooting for Hillary up until the day of, like, voting. I was like, she's gonna be a write-in vote. I know it. I know we're gonna wake up tomorrow morning, she's gonna be the president. It didn't happen, but I kept thinking it, and I had, like, a huge cutout of her, and it lives in my bedroom. And I'm, like, so pro Hillary that, like, I think I have a girl crush on her. But I, like, love her because she's just so awesome, and she's so smart, and she's just a happy person. And, again, men keep fucking up my country, and I don't like it.
I agree. Sorry, honey, but they haven't been doing too good.
And when she was talking about, like, the girl crush, I was thinking of that song, I Kissed the Girl, and I liked it.
Speaking of that, I'm going to bring up one of my quick topics that I was going to talk about this weekend, but we have other things going on, obviously. The Voice, one of the girls, it's down to 3 finalists. The Swan brothers, who are like this really, like, hickey, like, not like hickey like on your neck, but like hickey and, like, probably related
to,
like
country, like,
yeah, like inbred. It's ridiculous. but they're like good. They're really good performers. I really like them. I think they're like awesome. But they're super, super country. They're like the Country Bears Jamboree Disney World style. Like they're that country. And then you have another you have a girl that, and you have like Danielle Bradbury. She's 16 and she's just like this amazing Taylor Swift before Taylor Swift dated the entire country and then some. And then
wrote fake-up songs about them too, don't forget.
Yeah, well, we should have known she was trouble when she walked in. And then there's Michelle Shamuel, who is the only one who is a rock star left. And it kind of makes you wonder about the dynamics of America now. Like we've been embracing country music more and more and more, but we totally just went right for the country. So 2 out of 3 artists are these hardcore country artists, and there's this one person left who is really representing what it means to be a Daria-like outcast in the rock and roll world. And the reason I bring her up is because she actually sang I Kissed a Girl for her audition song.
Yeah.
And now here she is all these weeks later, and I mean, if she doesn't win, I'm moving to, like, England. Like, this is legit now, because this is how serious I am about it.
So you're going to be singing God Save the Queen?
Yes. I am, in fact. You know what? I'm going to start practicing this weekend. I'm serious. I bought a I'm moving to England shirt if Mitt Romney wins. So I think that would be the same thing. I'm moving to England if, Michelle Shamuel doesn't win.
Well, I was rooting on the old guy, and the old guy got destroyed because they wouldn't allow him to be on. So.
Oh, that was sad.
He was the only one worth anything, and they wouldn't. They totally railroaded him yet again.
It's like for one of my jobs I have to watch The Voice, and I wouldn't watch it for any other reason because, like, if I want to see Adam Levine, I could put moves like Jagger on YouTube and be perfectly content. And so I don't watch it for, like, the enjoyment factor. But now it's, like, coming to the end, and I'm really, like, hardcore on this, like, gotta keep the rock music alive, man. Can't die. Can't give it to the country people just yet.
Yeah, but
they out there right now just cried.
They got unsurmountable odds. It's 2-on-1. You're not gonna win.
And what if I do win? What if I win? You have to go up an escalator.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah.
That's like getting me on a roller coaster.
Yeah, I'm not.
Not happening.
How about I blindfold you and say, "Oh, we're just going here." I can't tell you what we're doing because then you'll know. Never mind.
No, we just gotta go over here, right? Come on. And then push him on the escalator.
You kidding me? I will fall off that thing. It would be like, get me off! What's going on? It's moving!
They're going to think that you are, like, special. They're going to really think that you're special. Like you're in the ringer or something.
You got Mandy behind you holding you by the back of the belt loop, and me in front of you holding you forward. So
and your helmet. Don't forget your helmet. You'll be okay. If you fall, you have your helmet. Life hurts. Get a helmet.
Well, that's like when you went to Walmart when you were younger. That's an embarrassing moment.
No, that was a fun moment.
Not really.
I was acting, a bunch of us, there were like 12 of us, we were acting like we were special needs children and whatnot. This was when I was younger. And we were in Walmart, and it was just hilarious.
This is before you actually knew that was rude?
Yeah, well, I was younger. I didn't give a shit. I had no
That's what I'm saying.
worries in the world.
Nice.
You know what? It's funny. If you hear a guy talk about their youth, it's like, I had no worries. I was invincible. If you hear girls talk about their youth, it was like, oh, my God, it was so dramatic.
I know, really. Why must I be much of a girl? Because I don't act like that. I don't know why.
It's like, Oh, my God, he broke my heart, and I was only 13. It was so sad. That one day that we went out.
We went out for like a day, and he broke my heart. Not even. We went out one day for 5 minutes.
I reconnected with this guy from high school a couple months ago when I got a tattoo, and he ended up knowing some guy that I had known in high school or middle school, I don't remember. And this guy texted me the other day because I had texted him for his birthday, like, hey, happy birthday, whatever. He texted me back. He's like, remember when we went out for like a day in middle school? And I was like, who remembers that?
Middle school? I'm lucky if I can remember last week.
I tried to connect. I connected with a friend from high school. He ended up being a stalker.
That's the best kind. But you know you always have a friend.
Nah, not when he's calling you like 50 times a day to tell you about how bad his love life is. Because he's trying to chase
those people all the time.
Wait, he's got this wife, right? She left him for
like,
an old
why are
man.
you calling me and telling me that your love life sucks? Now you just sound like a bigger tool.
That's what I'm saying.
I love the band Tool.
I just keep crying out. She left him for an older man.
Why can we not be sober?
I've got these 2 kids that she don't care about, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting there going, yeah, okay, After about 5 minutes, I'm like, yeah, I lost track of the conversation.
That's when you, like, put the phone down and, like, go on with your life and then pick it back up and check, make sure that, like, he's still breathing, and then you put the phone back down.
That's what I used to do. And then I got tired of him calling because he called like 50 million times a day. And Ray didn't like it either, and I don't blame him. That's my old man, and, you know, he don't like it. I'm not going to have somebody calling me like that. You know?
I just think it's funny the things guys remember.
You do realize we are on the air right now.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, though, out of respect for you, I'm not going to do something that's going to aggravate or upset you because you're my guy.
I understand that.
You wouldn't do anything to upset me.
I understand
it's just
that.
respect for the,
I got
your
you.
significant other.
I got you.
That's all I'm talking about.
Hey, I'm not going to say anything here that I wouldn't say to the person's face. So, like, when I see this person, I'm going to say, by the way, I even mentioned to him, I was like, oh, yeah, you were the first guy I had ever heard of who said, like, literally, I was like 13, and he had said to me, you give head, and I didn't know what that meant. And I was like, huh? Sure. And so I said it to him. I was like, you were the first guy who ever asked me that, and I had no idea what it meant. He's like, yeah, I bet you did a really good job, too. And I was like, oh, good God.
Oh, my God.
That was funny.
It was. I was like,
he's like, maybe I'll find out one day. I was like, no, you'll never find out because I have a boyfriend. You understand this? I have a boyfriend.
And my boyfriend will plow you into the ground.
And if he doesn't, the donkey will, so just leave me alone.
Yeah, exactly. Or my donkey will kick you across the room. And if my donkey doesn't do it, I'll go get my boss's rabbit and he'll bite you and piss on you.
Or I'll just put my boss on an elevator.
And you have me wired to your house.
Or I'll just have, I'll put you on an escalator and have you fall backwards onto him. No big deal.
There you go.
Can we get off the escalator stuff? Well, I guess I deserve that.
You're never going back on it, apparently. Just on the escalator.
Get me off here!
Oh, I'm going to get stuck on the stairs that move.
Why are these stairs moving? Oh, these stairs! Oh, my God, I'm on an escalator.
Well, I'm going to get her a life jacket.
We'll get maybe a life jacket. That's fine. Then I'll be able to go on my Matchbox 20 cruise. You're actually helping me. Thanks.
Yeah, there you go.
Can you get my cat's one, too? Because that would help.
Sure.
And you got to go for the donkey.
I don't know if I can find a bigger one for the donkey.
And her boyfriend. And...
Oh, my golly. I'm Calling Bobby again. What the heck?
Oops.
Why am I going to call answer the second time?
I know, really.
He might not want to talk to you.
I guess not.
No, he normally does. He's got a lot of things going on, I guess. I don't know. He might be at work.
I know, he's probably at work, the poor guy, and we're like bothering him. Oh, God. Poor
That's
Poppy.
fun.
Did you just say hold on while we're live on the air?
We are live on the air. This is not a drill, everyone. This is not a drill.
I say hold on.
This is not a test of the American broadcast system. Has this been a test?
Exactly. This has been a test. You're safe. Your life will go on. If this was a true
Don't worry, if
emergency.
there is a zombie outbreak, you'll never know about it because the media will never tell you.
Or you will hear, if this was a test of the broadcast system, you would have heard it been followed by.
I hate when they do that. I hate it. It's like I heard it, so obviously I'm alerted to what's going on, and now you've got my attention. So there better be something going on, or I'm going to be really fucking pissed that you woke me up.
Exactly.
Like there better be some zombie apocalypse going on. I'm not going to be happy right now.
Some vampires with AIDS.
You know what I hate? I hate when you're trying to go to sleep and somebody sends you a text 3 a.m. going, hey.
I got one of those last night. That happened to me yesterday. Oh, my God, were you at my house? That's creepy. Seriously? Like, I woke up this morning, and I see that I have a text message from 3:49 in the morning from this guy that I know saying hi. Okay, you couldn't have waited until the normal time to say hi?
Oh, my God. Or you'll be sleeping, and your significant other will come in the room and start talking to you. Hey, honey. I love you. Hey, honey. Did you know this? Hey, honey, where's this? Oh, man. And then you can't go back to sleep, and they're over there going.
Or when you're trying to go to sleep, and your significant other is watching an episode of Roseanne that he's never seen before, and his laugh is on time delay, so it comes out really loud, and you're, like, closing your eyes, and all of a sudden you think there's, like, some sort of, like, dying animal next to you, and you're like, oh, he's just laughing at Roseanne.
Exactly, I agree. Yeah, he'll do that. I'll be sitting there falling asleep. If he's up and he's watching TV or something.
I'm always up. I'm like a vampire. I never sleep.
I'll be just falling asleep, and I'll be laying in my chair, and I'll just be falling asleep, and he'll start cracking up at something on TV, and I'll wake up real quick, and I'll get scared. I'll be, what the hell happened? What was that?
That's the worst. The worst is when you're trying to sleep, and somebody just keeps laughing, and you're like, listen, buddy, I am trying to sleep, and as much as I want to laugh along with you, I can't right now, so just shut up.
Really, I can't keep my eyes open long enough to laugh with you, so shut the hell up, or I'm going to shove something down your throat.
Well, I can't help it if I'm watching cartoons at 2 o'clock in the morning. They're funny.
Yeah.
I'm going to start putting my boyfriend's TV on subtitles so that by the time he finishes reading what they just said, I'll be asleep. So then he can laugh.
There you go. And when he starts laughing, you won't even hear him.
Oh, you're like, oh, subtitles are over.
There you go. But see, the thing is, even if I did that and he'd start laughing, I'd wake right back up, unless I'm in a dead sound sleep.
See,
I have to go to sleep way before.
I tell Ethan we need 2 bedrooms. We don't need 1. We need 2, so that when he annoys me or I annoy him, which is like never, I can go to the other room.
Liar.
I'm sure Ethan would state otherwise, though, because Ray would state otherwise about me, too.
Oh, yeah. Ethan would be like, well, when you have your period, you're a pain in the butt for 5 days, and it's just so annoying. And one minute you're emotional, and the next minute that you're this, and the next minute you're crying, and the next minute that you don't even want to talk to me. And I'm like, yes, my vagina has grown teeth, and it will bite your head off.
There you go. Exactly.
Yeah, that sounds like the perfect infomercial. Does your vagina have grown teeth and it will bite your head off?
Well, you need
your vagina grown teeth. We have a toothbrush for you.
No, it's actually, we have this new cream for you. It's Vagina Tooth Away. It takes the teeth off your vagina.
For 9 easy payments of $99.95.
Yep.
It's like, what's that stuff that you put on your teeth, or like Oragel or whatever, like vagina gel? Like, it's going to, oh, God, it's going to be all over the world.
There you go. Buy our new vagina gel. It's really good for you.
Hey, guys, I can buy a Mercedes for $389 a month. Oh, where will I live?
Yeah, really.
Oh, 3 different flavors of drinks from Starbucks throughout the day. But where will I live?
I know, really.
Well, I always laughed at Starbucks because the funniest thing is you go to Starbucks, right, and ask them for a medium hazelnut light and sweet or any kind of coffee light and sweet, and they don't know what the heck you're talking about.
Yeah, they don't.
And you're ordering it wrong. Because you're ordering it wrong.
Yep.
I was a barista for 3 years in college, okay, and it's like somebody ordering a medium hazelnut coffee is, to us, it's a grande drip with 3 pumps of hazelnut and put your own sugar and cream in for yourself, okay? We're not Dunkin' Donuts. We don't do things for you. We don't care if you're on the run.
Exactly. Well, their coffee's strong as hell anyways.
Well, they're too damn expensive for my taste.
Yeah.
You don't want to be a barista when I order because I worked there for so long that I created my own drink. So I'll be like, yes, can I have a quad venti, 2-pump peppermint, 3 sweet and low non-fat, no whip, 2-pump white mocha? And they'll be like, okay, not a problem. What's your name? And then somebody will say, can I have a large coffee? They'll be like, huh?
Exactly, yep. See, I used to go there a lot because I used to go hang out with my nephew's mom, and she took care of this girl, and she was handicapped. She's handicapped, and she loves to go to Starbucks. So we go to the one in Target. So we go to Target, and we get in there, and the girl says to my nephew's mother, okay, well, I want my coffee, and this is what I want, blah, blah, blah. So after a while, we went in there so much that they just knew us.
They
like, oh,
totally know me.
Huh?
They totally know me. When I was studying for finals back in the day, when I thought anything was possible, they would just literally just keep bringing me drinks over and over and over again, knowing exactly what I wanted. But Starbucks within Target is not actually a Starbucks corporation. It is a subsidiary.
Exactly.
You know what really grinds my gears, though? When
really
there's some automated lady going, you have 90 seconds left. I
the
swear
British
if I
lady, the
hear
Mary
that,
Poppins lady?
I'm going to scream.
No, don't scream, please. We like to keep our eardrums intact, please.
I'm actually going to get a Starbucks at Target tomorrow at the Milford Mall, or Connecticut Post Mall. So if any of my fans out there want to wave at me, just wave.
There you go.
I'll be walking in, and my boyfriend will be like, why is everyone waving at you? And I'll be like, I'm a famous celebrity.
Ah! No, what would be funny is if he didn't have to work tomorrow. Come on, Ray. Where are we going? We're going to the mall. Why? We got to go wave to Mandy.
She's going to run me out of that trailer, damn it.
That would be the nicest thing you guys could ever do for me is wave at me. I would be touched.
I'm waving at you right now.
I'm giving you 2 birdie waves.
Everybody, make a YouTube video, wave at me. So again, everybody, since we have a couple seconds left, Manuel will be in the studio tomorrow night live at 11 o'clock. We're actually going to be calling him, or he's going to be calling us. I'm really not sure how it's going to work. But check out tealtimeradio.com. I can't believe I just got that out of my mouth, so that you can read about him and kind of get to know him before you actually hear him on the radio, so you'll know how cool he is.
Yeah, and it's TEAL, Time Radio.
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
Teal Time Radio.
All right. Well, I am CT Jag.
And I'm Miss Chrissy.
And I'm Mandy, who just randomly popped in for 5 minutes and stayed all night.
And she's cool as heck, everybody.
Wave to me, wave to me.
Wave to her. Okay, we're waving.
All right, everybody's waving. All right, thanks for
Wave,
joining us.
good night, everybody.
We hope to have you back again. We're going.
He's going to wonder what the heck's wrong with us. Well, good night, everybody.
Follow Hillary Clinton on Twitter.
All right. You have yourself a good night. Take care.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.